Hi, my name is Sharon and I am a recruiting ops lead here at Coda. Today I want to share our recruiting coordination team hub with you. We're currently a sub-team of 5 within the recruiting function, and this doc is where we house our team workflows. Weekly notes maintain our role management, track scheduling and interview metrics, as well as any function-specific resources to have ready at hand. This is the main landing page that links out to our different sections, and then there is a card view of quick links that provides an easy access to any additional trackers or resources that are outside of this doc. Now the first section is specific to the team. Here we keep our scheduling coordination SLAs for quick reference, and then there's also a card view display of our team. The scheduling SLA section outlines a standard agreement for how we request and how we schedule candidates, as well as how we work with urgent candidates as well. This is a way for us to access any workflows for reference. Under Coordination SLA, it outlines a standard agreement for interview maintenance, as well as role maintenance, how we open new roles, how we update roles in our ATS system, as well as any areas that falls under the candidate experience, which our team currently owns. There's also a handy out-of-office coverage section with a detailed checklist for our team to access and use whenever they go out of town. Now the next section is going to be where we house our team meeting notes. This is a great space for us to align as a team when we meet on a weekly basis. There's an area for us to add sentiments, how we're doing, how we're feeling, what's on our plate, as well as any topics for discussion. And then there's also an area for coordinators to share high-level org updates on any roles or processes that have changed for full visibility with the team. This is a great way for us to connect and to stay on the same page, all done with a simple click of a button, which we love. The next section is the role management section. This is where the team can access information for our current open roles. In the role coverage and allocation section, we use our greenhouse pack to pull in a list of our open roles. You can also see who the set coordinator as well as the recruiter is, and this is a great way for us to be able to come in and make sure we're tagging in the correct coordinator or the recruiter for specific candidates and specific roles. Under the greenhouse job setup section, we see another view of that same table for the open roles that we have. But this time it is tied to which of the hiring managers are associated, as well as link out to the process guides that help us to ensure our ATS system is up to date. And then here, a simple checklist column will help us track if the role is up to date in Greenhouse as well. Now the interview guides is where we link out to the interview guides that we send out to candidates during their interview process. Again, another simple checklist column helps us to make sure that we are up to date every quarter, as these roles do change every once in a while, or specifics for these specific roles change. This is again another view of the same greenhouse table. Now next is going to be our metric dashboard. This is a section where we are currently tracking interviewer incidents as well as schedule volume to help us with planning and allocation for role coverage. We also have a space to track any data specific to our candidate experience, things like greenhouse NPS survey scores, as well as other signals that can help us to measure candidate experience. There's also a bug log where we're just able to track any pain points that we're experiencing while we're in our recruiting tools. In the interviewer incident log is where each coordinator can come in and we're able to log any incidents that happened with a scheduled interview. So with the click of a button, you can choose from a pre-populated list of incidents that are most likely to happen. For example, Zoom error. Here we can put down time to solve these incidents that happen. I can say within less than 15 minutes. You can tag in the specific org, add any details that would be helpful and relevant, and that's it. You're able to log an incident that has happened, and over time we'll be able to see hopefully a trend, or to be able to provide more strategy and solutions to the hiring teams to solve the incidents that we are seeing occur often. And at the end of each quarter, you can take a look at the chart breakdown of the different types of incidents in which org they belong to. This is especially helpful to find trends and to address these trends with solutions ahead of time. There's also, and then before I move on, there's also another section where we're just pulling all incidents that has happened this past year. This, of course, is going to be a more in-depth view of that because there's a lot more data to work with. And again, it's helpful for us to kind of assess and take a look at what kind of incidents are happening during the interviews and how we can propose solutions to address and to solve some of them if possible. For schedule volume, that's how we track how many interviews are scheduled each quarter for each org. There's a more detailed report that looks at the numbers for schedule volume by role if need, if we want to get to a really granular level. So for example, here in Q1 of this year, there's a list of activity report for interviews created and candidates interviewing for each and every role. So not always necessary to look at interviewing activity to this degree, but also available if we should need to help add to conversations. And then finally to note, we also have a section that is called On Pause. This is where we're currently housing workflows and things that our team is not currently focusing on, but we'll revisit in a future date. This helps us to keep our doc clean and up to date. I'm really glad to have been able to share our Team Hub with you today. We use it as a resource to align as a team, manage roles, and track workflows and data that's specific to recruiting ops. And with the flexibility of Coda and its building blocks, we can keep iterating on this as our team needs change and grows.